Good morning friends, welcome back to Pannika Tutorials. In this video, I want to discuss about pointers in detail. So I request everyone to watch the complete video for better understanding. Pointer is a variable which can store the address of another variable. Now till now we have discussed about variables which can store a constant. Suppose let's take that I have created an integer variable. It can store an integer constant. Similarly, I have created a character variable. It can store a character constant. But first time we are discussing a variable which can store the address of another variable. So that's why I request you to watch the complete video for better understanding. Let me rewrite the syntax of declaring a pointer variable. Okay, so the syntax is data type and the name of the pointer. Okay, ends with a semicolon. So this is the generalized syntax of declaring a pointer variable. Suppose let's take that I am specifying a int is the data type and I am writing p. So name of the pointer is p and the data type is int. Now remember one thing. If you have declared a variable called p whose data type is int, now this pointer p can able to store the address of an integer variable. When we discussed about a pointer definition, we have discussed that the pointer variable can store the address of another variable. But now please remember this point. If you have created an integer pointer, it can able to store the address of an integer variable. Similarly, let's take that you have created a float pointer. This can store the address of a float variable only. So based on the data type you are specifying, the address will be stored in this variable of the pointer. Okay, is it clear? Now let me discuss with much examples. Let's take that I have created an integer variable a and I have assigned a constant is equal to 5. Then you already know that in a memory location, some 100th location, suppose let's take that in 100th byte of the memory, the value 5 is stored. As it is an integer, if you are using a 16-bit compiler, then it will occupy 2 bytes of memory. And if you are using a 32-bit compiler, then it will occupy 4 bytes of memory because it is an integer. Now, if it is starting address is 100, if you are using a 32-bit compiler, then from the 100th byte to 103 third byte means 100 to 103 byte, the value 5 will be stored. Am I right? So, but we always specify it as 100 or starting. We are specifying the starting of this byte. Like you have the from 0th byte to 103rd byte because it is 4 bytes of memory. So we will always specify the starting location. Okay. So now I want to initialize this pointer variable p with an address of the variable a. Now you know that again when we are declaring this variable p which is a pointer, again some in memory location, let's take the 1000th byte memory location, the variable p is there and then you are assigning the address of the variable a. What is the address location? 100. So 100 will be stored here. Okay. So I hope you have understood. You are specifying the ampersand a, so which is nothing but the address of the variable a, address starting address 100. That 100 will be stored here. Okay. Now let me discuss few interesting points. If I simply say a, what value will be displayed? The value 5 will be displayed in printf percentage d a. If I specify the value which is there in the variable a will be displayed. If I write ampersand a, then what value will be displayed? The address of the variable which is 100 will be displayed as an output. If I write p alone, printf percentage d, p if I specify, what is the value is there in the variable p? Address of the variable a which is 100, that will be displayed as an output. If I write ampersand p, then what will be given? The address of the variable p which is 1000 in our example, so that will be displayed as an output. Now please remember the one important point here. We are using a dereference pointer or indirect operator, dereference operator or indirect operator or value operator. Okay, we are specifying this one. This is, we will call it as a dereference operator. Will give you what? It will What is the P consists of? P consists of 100. Okay, so it will go to the 100th byte memory location, and whatever the value is there, this is specifies the value. So what is the value is there? 5. That will be displayed as an output. Remember one thing, whenever you are working with the pointers, if you use the ampersand, it will give the address. If you are giving the dereference operator, will give you the value. So you are using the dereference operator and you are giving the P. What is the value is there in the P? 100, which is an address. So it will go to the 100th location and it will get the value which is 5. So this is the way the pointers will work. Okay, now let me discuss few interesting points related to the pointers. Now let's take that I want to change the value which is there in the A to 10. A is having the value 5. Now I want to change the value to 10. We can do in two ways. One is that we already know this way. A is equal to 10. Sir, I will simply write it as A is equal to 10. Then whatever the value which is there in the 5 will be replaced with 10. Now, I want to use with the help of pointers, because we are discussing the concept called pointer. So we should use the pointer. So what I will do is that I will write like this. Okay. Dereference operator P is equal to 10. So in the address location 100, whatever the value is there, that you are assigning it as a 10. So here the value 10 will be assigned. Previously it was 5, will be replaced and 10 will come into the picture. So I hope you have understood. Now let me discuss few more points. You have declared a integer pointer. Okay, well and good. The data type is int and the name of the pointer is P. Okay, done. Now I have a one doubt. Without assigning any address of the variable to this pointer P, we know that how to assign a variable address to this pointer P. That is okay. Without assigning anything, if I simply write printf %*P, is it a good way or a bad way of writing? Will the compiler will accept these kind of statements? Look at this one. This is okay. Declaration is okay. But what you need to assign, you need to assign some address of a variable. Then whatever the value is there in that variable will be displayed as an output. That is what we have discussed here. But we are not assigning anything. Then can we use like this? No, you should not use anything like this. Are you able to understand? Now my one more point is that you have not assigned any address to this variable P. Then if I write $P is equal to 10, is it valid or invalid? See, if you assign P is equal to %A and if you write $P is equal to 10, whatever the value of A is there in the variable A will be replaced with the value 10. That we have understood till now. But I did not assign any address of the variable to this pointer P. And if I simply write $P is equal to 10, is it valid? Still it is not valid. So I hope you have understood these 2 points. Okay, is it clear? One important point is that an integer pointer can able to store the address of an integer variable only. Is it clear? And we have discussed these points. Now you can ask me one important point also. Sir, you are declaring a pointer variable and you are creating a variable A. Okay, are you able to understand? And you are assigning it to 5, then you are writing P is equal to %A. Can we avoid writing these many statements with the help of single statement we can do? Yes, we can do. So I request everyone, instead of using these 3 statements, in a single statement can we write it or not, you look at it. If you can write it, what is that answer? You please write it in the comment section. I hope whatever the concepts I have discussed related to pointers you have understood. If you still have any doubts related to this concept, feel free to ask me in the comment section. I will try to clear your doubts as early as possible. Thank you for watching the complete video. Have a nice day.